Can you hear me?
Yep.
I think I need another earphone because I'm hearing this tapping noise in my ear. Are you hearing that?
No.
Okay. We're not recording on. Oh,
We definitely are.
hey, girl. Hey.
Hey, boo.
How are you?
I'm good.
How was your lovely weekend?
Oh, my goodness. How are you? How are you?
I'm good.
That's great.
And you? You're not so good? The deflection?
I know. I'm doing well right now. This weekend, I regret.
You regret? Oh, yeah.
Because the scale said, bitch, what happened in 2 days? Like, how?
Wilding out.
The scale basically said, oh, all that little keto shit, fuck out of here.
Dog. The eating, the drinking. So, listeners, this weekend, which we briefed you last week, where we would be this weekend, we went to a Henny bar crawl on U Street in DC. You might have caught our little drunk IG story or not. Who knows? But yeah, like it was pretty freaking
Followed by football Sunday.
Followed by football Sunday, some and pizza, like fried chicken, fries, like this liquor, food.
I had fried chicken?
No, I did.
Oh, I was going to say, wait, what?
Look, you was like,
happened?
when did that happen? No, when I got the wings and fries.
Oh, yeah. I was like, I didn't have that.
I don't recall. Like, I wasn't that messed up, was I?
Oh, Sunday.
Well, yeah.
I don't know what happened Sunday.
Henry
Saturday
Shay
was good.
making an appearance.
But Sunday, I talked to my baby daddy outside of your house for like 40 minutes off the strength that I needed to get my life before I got on the road. So, but yeah.
Here we are. We had a good weekend. It was, for me, my last little hurrah, so.
Your last hurrah of what? Like, of September?
No, of like eating that bad. Like that bad.
I thought you were talking about the drinking. I was about to say,
hell no.
Here we go.
Yeah, fucking no. I have not stopped. But anyway, hey listeners. How y'all doing? Hey. Hey y'all, hey.
New week.
Yeah, I know, right? We are on episode 55.
Yes.
And this week we would be addressing our wonderful Caucasian counterparts.
Hey y'all.
Hey y'all.
Hey the two of y'all.
I know, right? Like, it's literally two of y'all. And we thank you guys for listening. But yeah, we about to hit you with the little Dear White People joint. Like I don't really watch the show. Do you?
Of course.
Yeah, I think
even though I didn't really care for this last season too much, but
I have caught a couple of episodes, but I hear like both sides. Like, people really, really like it, but then other people like, child, whatever. So I don't know. I will have to watch it for myself, I guess, to see, get a feel for it.
And we know that's not going to happen because you still haven't watched Euphoria.
I'm not interested. I'm letting you up front know that I'm not watching that, because I watched that one episode and not interested.
Barely. All right. Back to our wonderful friends.
So
y'all be wildin'.
Look, every day, all day. So I don't know. Like, it's a whole bunch of stuff going on.
Let's start with AMS. Amber.
Oh, I said, who the fuck is Am? Like, Amtrak? Like, what? So yeah, girl, Amber Guyger. So for you guys who have not been following this case, basically in a nice little, not nice, but in a nutshell, She was a cop in Dallas, Texas, and she shot her neighbor. How do you say his first name? Botham?
Oh, that I don't know.
I don't know. His last name is John, but basically, they lived in the same apartment complex, and she came off of a 13-hour shift or whatever, and she accidentally parked on the wrong floor, and went to, I guess, her neighbor's apartment, which would be directly under her apartment. If she thought she was basically, in a nutshell, she thought she was going into her apartment, even though it had a red mat. Her apartment does have a red mat. But anyway, I digress. So went up in this man's apartment. He got up off the couch and was like, hey, hey, hey. And she basically shot him like 2 or 3 times, my G, and killed the man in his own apartment. Stating basically that she thought he was a burglar in her apartment and it was self-defense, and she didn't know that she was in the wrong apartment. And her neighbors were vouching and was like, it can be kind of confusing. It's been several times where like I've gone and I was like, oops, I'm on the wrong floor. Which I get it. A lot of those apartment buildings, like every hallway looks exactly the fucking same except the doormats. But I mean, once you open the door, you didn't notice like this isn't my furniture. None of this shit looks like my place. Oh, there's a red mat outside my door. Where did that come from? But yeah. So fast forward to actually today, she was found guilty. I was nervous actually because it was a lot of bullshit going on during this whole thing. Like even the judge, being a Black woman, was kind of on some fuck shit where she was basically telling the jury that they can use a thing called the castle doctrine, where where they say like if someone comes in your house, you're basically able to, it's your castle. That's where they get it from. Like your home is your castle. And so if somebody comes in, like you have the right to use deadly force because you're defending yourself. Like you don't have to like retreat and run away from them. Like basically like you're in my fucking property, so I can kill you because you're in my shit. The judge was like, well, it could apply to her. Bitch, how? When it is not her fucking castle. And I know you're not talking about the whole fucking apartment building being her fucking castle. I was just super fucking confused and nervous because I was like, this bitch is really on some real shit about the fucking get off, like a lot of other white people do in these instances. But I'm glad justice was served. We'll see what the citizen is looking like. But she was found guilty. So, small hurdle.
So, because I've been holding it in.
Go ahead.
I was listening to this podcast, and I don't know the name of it because the lady that does my eyebrows is the one that listens to it. Mm-hmm. And there is a neighbor who lives on the same floor as him.
Okay.
And she says that that's some bullshit. Like,
what, the whole story?
I mean, the whole girl story, like, about the door, about just everything, like, just everything. How, like, the chick Amber is saying, oh, when she got to the apartment, she found the door was open, and so she thought somebody was in her apartment, and fuck, what am I saying? Oh, okay.
The girl Amber,
right.
It's her apartment.
My bad. The girl was saying those doors don't stay open. Like they automatically
those
shut.
Heavy.
Yeah, they heavy as shit. And then there was some. I can't remember everything she was saying, but she was just basically saying like all that shit was some bullshit. Like, and I don't know. They didn't call her on the stand because, of course, that wouldn't have helped young Am's case, although it doesn't matter today.
Right.
But one of the things that I saw, because I was watching a little bit of the clips, but I wasn't watching too much of the trial because, after Trayvon, I don't need to be upset at work.
Look.
But they were basically asking her, like, so, you have a first aid kit, because police officers do, and they have like things that you could do to stop the bleeding. And he was like, so why didn't you use these? And she was like, I don't understand your question. And he was like, well, he was bleeding a lot. Isn't it something that you would use for someone that's bleeding a lot? And she's like, well, I don't remember being a lot of blood. And he was like,
you shot him twice.
And that's what he said. He was like, so do you recall shooting him? And she was like, yes. And he was like, do you recall shooting him twice? And she was like, yes. And he was like, so where would you say you shot him? And she said, like, upper left or something like that. Mm-hmm. And he was like, so what usually happens when people get shot? Like, he literally broke that shit down like she was a fucking 4-year-old. And so then finally he was like, so why didn't you use, whatever this is in your first aid kit? And she was like, I honestly, it just isn't something that came to my mind. So
you killed a motherfucker after you realized it, because I saw a clip on the stand where she was like, she feels like a piece of crap, and that was you pleading for your fucking life, though, because you didn't, like you said, you didn't even try once you saw, like, oh shit.
Did you hear the call that she made right after she shot him?
No, I read an article, but I didn't hear the call.
I heard it. That motherfucker didn't give no fucks about that dude. Not in like when she called, I guess her buds on the force, mm-hmm. She was like, she was frantic, like, oh my God, I just shot somebody, I think I killed them. But then she was like, my life is over, I'm fucked, I'm this, I'm everything.
Like, so fuck the victim, it's about her.
Yeah, at no point was she like, all right, well, I'm going to try to do X, Y, and Z until we can get some paramedics here. It was just, all she kept saying was she was fucked, she was screwed, she was this, she was that. Not even just that, but before that call, she did call someone else.
She was sexting her little bae. Like, dog.
Right. But I'm saying, like, after she shot him, she called somebody
after she
first.
shot somebody. She called somebody. I didn't know that before she called 911.
Yes, and the person that she was texting, both of them deleted text messages on both of their phones. Then she, I'm not saying she deleted her text messages at that moment, but she called somebody, and at the time I didn't know who it was, but it probably was the person she was going to go fuck. Who I heard was a married man, but hey girl, hey. Then she called and reported, hey, this is what happened. But the whole time, all she's focused on is...
She probably hit them up and be like, what the fuck should I do? Like, nigga, call 911 and stop fucking calling me and text like your whole ass cop. Like, they about to pull all these records. Like, what are you doing?
So, I mean, I'm not, I was never here for her. I felt like...
They was pulling all type of tricks out their sleeve to try to say this one.
But... So, when I heard that the judge used that
castle doctrine,
or stand your ground, that's what most people who, like me, are not well versed in legal terms.
I know it because of Zimmerman, bitch ass.
They said that was actually a chess move on the judge's part, because now they can't use that to try to appeal. They could have tried to use that, because apparently. Because the stand your ground thing works, even though it wasn't her castle. She could argue, but I thought it was, so it was self-defense. And so the judge made it clear, she repeated it more than once, to the jury, that they can consider that when they're making their deliberation, that they cannot now go and try to use that in an appeal, because it's already been used. Yes, it's something that was mentioned. So at first,
that's what's up, because niggas was mad off that. Was like,
I was. At first, when I heard that, I was like, all right, well, here we go.
Come on, sis.
I already know what's about to happen.
Right.
And so today, I didn't watch shit. I was just like, I don't want to know. Like, what the fuck? And so when I found out that she actually was guilty, and I started reading the transcript and looking at the videos and shit, Facebook got them lawyers. I don't know if they're real lawyers, but they was on Facebook lawyering it up.
They the couch firm. Nigga.
And they was basically, I just talked to my lawyer friend, and then other people, I am a lawyer, and and everybody is saying that was a chess move by the judge, because now they can't go and try to appeal on those grounds.
If that's the reason, then kudos to you, sis. Because I was in my whole fucking feelings when that shit was released, that they was able to consider. I was like, what the fuck? What? But yeah, it was just a whole bunch going on with this story, when they was like, she was She tried to use the fucking argument that like it was fatigue after doing that whole 13-hour shift. So, she was kind of disoriented and tired. But whole time sis was like sending naked pics or texts or whatever to her babe, talking about they was about to link up later that night.
So she wasn't that tired.
You
she was gonna get that dick.
So you wasn't that tired because you was about to go in that house, wash your ass, and go right the fuck back on out.
And fuck that married man.
Oh, but guess what? You ain't fucking shit but a pillow right now.
Oh no, not the pillow
hump. Looking like the little puppies in the video, humping the pillow.
I do have a question though, because when I think about their building, from what I see, it reminds me of your old apartment,
right?
And those do look similar.
Every floor actually does look the same, like for real. Like there's no posters or paintings or pictures on the wall. You're not allowed to post, except like in the holidays, you can put wreaths and stuff on your door, but you're not allowed to put stuff on the wall. So it's not a lot of character to like,
right.
To differentiate. The only thing that really stand out is like floor mats. And if you were smart and looked at the fucking number on your door, but because when I first moved there, sometimes I would be at the right floor, but sometimes I would walk to the wrong door.
And so this is what I was going to say.
Mm-hmm.
I did not live in your building, but I went there enough. And at first, I'd be like, all right, this ain't the hallway. This don't look right. Mm-hmm. And so what I am saying is,
for somebody that don't even live there.
That's all I'm saying. I was drunk many a night.
Stumbling right onto my room.
Many a day.
My apartment.
Like, I may have turned down the wrong something. And I know I can recall times when I was like, this is not the door. Like, no, this ain't right.
Right.
Like, there's so many things that I would do to be like,
it wasn't this far down the hallway, or maybe it was further down. Like, and the fact that this is your shit that you go to every fucking day.
Literally 3 episodes ago, I told a story about how I don't even remember where I parked my car, but my black ass was in my bed when I woke up in the morning.
I knew where the fuck I live.
So, I don't know. Everybody's different. I know that during my little inspections, I have to pay attention to detail. I would assume that police officers have to do far more paying attention than I do.
I would hope you fucking do as a cop have to pay the fuck attention. But obviously not, because you didn't see that there was a red fucking mat in front of this door that you just went into that you claim was propped open but wasn't. But even so, if it's the type of door that just automatically closes, that means you just tried to open your door without the key, or did you try to unlock it and then like was like, oh shit, this joint already unlocked? But then you walked in, like
that was the thing. The door, she was saying the door was unlocked, which she found unusual, which is why she drew her gun out.
But once she walked in, she didn't look around and be like, none of this shit is mine. Like, this is not my couch. These are not my dishes. Like, none of this shit is mine. You just automatically seen somebody getting up off the couch and was like, hey, which the nigga was probably saying, hey, like, what the fuck are you doing in here? And then you just start busting off. Like, what the fuck?
Not even just that, but she also tried to say that when she went in there, the apartment smelled like weed. But they did a toxicology report on him, and there was no weed in his system. But my thing is...
Even if it did.
But no, here's the thing. If you don't smoke weed and you walk into an apartment and you smell weed, you're not going to be like, the fuck?
What the fuck? Like, the burglar is just sitting on my couch smoking weed and rolling up, waiting for me? Like, what the fuck?
He actually was sitting on his couch eating vanilla ice cream. So I'm like, so he had a J, vanilla ice cream, red mats. I don't know. And like, nothing.
No red flags. None was raised.
I don't know.
But you're a cop. That's
I don't know.
Scary.
It didn't sound right. And when you watch the video, when the judge announces it, there was like
yeah, I've seen that. I did see that video when the judge announced, and she was like, "No outburst." Like, shut the fuck up, niggas.
Niggas was really shocked.
Yeah, because I really think that, especially when we weren't really sure the angle of that whole stand your ground castle thing being allowed. We just like, here we go again, like another innocent black person being killed, and a white person is about to find some reasoning or some kind of way to fucking get away with this shit. So it's like people was really feeling a certain kind of way. Like, it's sad that we're starting to get numb and expect the worst, and we're shocked when justice really is fucking served. Like, oh fuck, like, oh, the bitch, oh, okay, she was found guilty. Oh, my nigga.
This article that I was reading definitely, he put all this information out, and at the very bottom it said the jury was a mostly black minority, but they said it was a mostly minority jury with a large percent being women or black people. And so I thought that was interesting because that let me know that niggas know that like your jury is important. And
Fuck
so
yeah.
when you have those cases where it's a black person and an all white jury,
They picked them on purpose. Like literally,
so
I like the time, the one close time that I almost got picked for a trial. I swear that's on my bucket list. I need to get picked for a trial. But one, I got really close where I was like in the courtroom and the lawyers were like going through and asking questions to see who they wanted to pick for jurors. Like they literally asked certain questions and like to see like, all right, well, nah, this motherfucker was involved in a domestic dispute. We don't want her because she gonna have some bias. Like they literally handpick. Like, I mean, both sides, they can like be like, all right, we want to X this person out, X, Y, and Z. So like, yeah, the jury, it fucking matter. And obviously, because it only took these niggas 6 hours. They was like,
but I'm saying the jury's supposed to be like your peers, like your peers. And a lot of times when it comes to us having to go to court, they're not our peers.
hell no.
And so I thought it was interesting that they made sure to put that out there because it's like, oh, would you look at that? Because I 1000% feel like if that motherfucking jury was white, that bitch would have been free.
Facts. They would have been deliberating for like 4 days and then been like, what the fuck? They said they only came back with 2 questions. They had one question of what's the actual definition of manslaughter. And then they came back and asked for a little bit more information about the whole castle, stand your ground thing. And after 6 hours, I was like, all right, that bitch guilty. Like, get the fuck. Like, give us our lunch. Like, get sis the fuck up out of here. We're ugly cry. But yeah.
Son. So I felt like this was petty, but I was actually, and I'm not going to not asking you, but I was going to ask you, you know how you make that Little Mermaid shirt?
Uh-huh.
I was going to ask you to make one that said guilty with her crying face, but I figured that was not good karma, and I'm trying to go to heaven.
Not where you live at.
So
that's gonna be pushing it.
And I would wear that shit to Orange Theory Fitness.
Look,
like the next day.
You already pushing it with Black Little Mermaid. You coming in with that. They're like, oh,
ma'am,
Miss Shay, do you have to? They're like, I feel uncomfortable with that shirt. Like, oh, you feel uncomfortable with justice?
Girl, I would be in there running miles, just smiling at everybody. Hey, how you doing? Hey, Susan.
How are you?
Because I'm usually always the only Black person that's there. So it would bring me so much joy.
Like, here we go. Yes, here we go. But another fucking instance of where what you look like gets you all the privileges in the world. Like, I swear, but yet they don't want to say that this shit exists and no, there's no different treatment for white people and minorities. Oh yeah. Everyone who doesn't acknowledge that, you're just a part of the problem as well.
Amber, be blessed.
Be blessed. Don't drop the soap, babe.
I am waiting. How long do you think, at a minimum, she should go to jail? Because, listen,
I know she can get up to life. I think they say it's from 5 years to life.
9. Yes, but come on, son. That's why I'm asking. Because if it is 5 years,
dog, if she get 5 years, I'ma be fucking pissed.
That's what I'm saying. We're all gloating a little too much right now
because
we don't know for sure.
Gonna be right. I 100% don't believe that they're gonna give her the max. Like,
no,
they're definitely not gonna give her life. But definitely she shouldn't be on the low end. Like, and when I say low, I mean like nothing lower than 20 years. Like.
My cousin was like, if she doesn't get at least 10, I'm gonna be mad. And I was like, 10?
She needs more than that.
She took somebody's whole life.
Whole ass innocent life. Nobody was trying to rob you. That man was in his fucking home, minding his fucking business, and lost his life. Like, no, you got to get the fuck up out of here, sis. Like, no.
Sweet Jesus. So, really quickly, I just saw a picture of a wonderful woman, and she was in a yoga pose.
Okay.
And she had some red stuff that was coming out of her crotch area. And both of her children were standing right there by her crotch area. And her caption was, if men feel uncomfortable about the organ that gives them life, I can show them. I don't know. Basically, she's trying to be like period positive. But why do you have your kid? Why are you just allowing your vagina to just bleed out while you're in your yoga pose
like,
with
ma'am,
your
you don't
kid's
got no
faces
damn
right
maxi
there?
pad, no tampon, no nothing, like thick drawers, like training
And then
pants, nothing.
you put that on Facebook, and I just
Yeah,
I don't quite understand. You know,
I don't understand what the kids in the video or the picture have to do with anything. Like, it's one thing if you're trying to portray a message like, hey, men,
it's so
like,
that
we
they're
have
not
vaginas.
uncomfortable with periods. But I just feel like you could just talk to them about periods.
Right? Why do you have to put your bloody puss in their face? Like,
I don't understand. But then again, I just found out a couple months ago that sometimes y'all don't be washing y'all legs. So y'all
they
just
don't wash their legs.
You didn't hear that? That was on the internet. It was a big thing on the internet. You didn't hear about that?
So I'm confused. So like, you wash every other body part, but you don't wash your legs.
So they basically wash their hair
Mm-hmm.
and they kind of just let the soap fall. So like,
so what about their pits
I mean, first of all,
and ass?
we already know like washcloths and things are not being used. Like that we've known.
Right.
So I want to say from some of the Twitter responses that I saw, people hit those spots. But as far as their legs, they just let the water run down with the soapy water.
But you do know that legs get dirty and they sweat, and you guys can be hairy, so you shave and don't get like dirt when you shave. Like, I'm really confused on how this goes, because
that just made me realize if they're not washing their legs, then the bottoms of their feet. I don't know,
yeah,
Jesus.
because I know you're not skipping over a whole ass thigh and calf and then going straight to your feet.
I don't know, but I didn't like it when I heard it.
So they're not washing arms either?
We, on the internet that day, I don't think we were talking about arms. I was so upset that you didn't hear this. This was a big thing.
No, I have never heard this. Like, they let the water just, I mean, what are you talking about? Like, that's crazy. Like, nigga, you're already in there. You might as well hit every spot. You can't be in a rush every fucking day, my nigga. So, like, you're not washing legs any day? Like, it's never leg day? Like, what are you talking
I'm in
about?
a mommy group. I'm in a mommy group where if they take their kids to the pool, they consider that a bath.
Oh, no. First of all, both of my kids.
You sound like you got mad.
No, yes. Because my kids have eczema. So let my ass even try to be like, all right, y'all got out the pool and y'all not getting a fucking bath tonight. Them niggas would scratch holes in their bodies. Like, so that's number one. And I know black people's skin, like, I know I think we tend to lose moisture quicker. But dog, you will be dry as fuck and you will be looking like a piece of sandpaper in the fucking morning. Like, it's chlorine, my nigga. It's like chemicals. And then it gets in your hair. So you're not washing that shit out your hair. Like,
listen, it was like whole.
That's a bath. There's no
gonna
soap
try to
involved.
find it. There was a whole thread, and people were, there were people that was like, "What the fuck are y'all talking about? This is nasty as shit." And I'm not saying, and that was black, white, Hispanic people that were saying it was nasty as shit. But all the people that were saying like, "Yeah, when I was growing up, we would just go to the pool and that would be it for the day." And the other moms were like, "You guys are being judgmental moms. And I thought this was a safe place. If I can get my kids to go in the pool, that's great. If I can get my kids to go to the pool every day, that's great because most times I have to fight him or her to get in the shower once a week." And I was just like, I don't care about the shower part. I mean, I care about it, but that's your personal business.
Right.
But
you're not going to say a fucking pool is the same as a fucking bath when it's nothing but chemicals in that motherfucker and there's no piece of soap anywhere.
And if it's a public pool,
so people are pissing in that shit. Like, you need to wash not only the chemicals but even though the chemicals kill a lot of the germs, it's still a gang of fucking germs in pools. Like, you are not going to sit up here and act like that is the same as getting your ass under some hot water and lathering up in soap. Like, it is not the fucking same. Like, bitch. I'm at a loss for words. Like, yeah, it's crazy because when my daughter was in summer camp, like, literally, like, she would come home. I'm like, dog, don't even pick up the iPad, my G, because we got a long night. Like, I gotta give you a bath and wash your hair because, like, I know, because in the beginning, she would never, like, she was scared to get in the water when she was younger. So literally, she wasn't in nothing that was like above her waist. So I didn't have to wash her hair every time she got in the pool. But once she got a little bit older and she was like swimming and they
In that bitch.
splashing and dipping down, putting her face in. No, sis, now we are washing hair every week because you got to get that shit out your hair. It's going to make your hair super like, I know for her type of hair, like it makes her hair really brittle and dry. Like, nah, sis, we need to wash your hair. Like, what are you talking about?
Listen, I'm just letting you know what the Facebook moms were saying. And I
can't
there.
relate. I don't understand. I'm not trying to be judgmental, but I'm judging. Like, what the fuck? What the entire fuck?
What's
dipping y'all children in pools like it's a fucking tub of hand sanitizer. Oh, they're fine.
That's actually when you definitely about to get in the shower. Like, ain't no way that you coming out no pool.
No pool and no ocean. Like, if you get out the ocean or the pool, you're getting slammed the fuck in the tub. Like, what? Don't even put your fucking feet in this bed. You're getting in the fucking shower. Like, what are you talking about?
Not to put my daughter's business out there, but I'm going to. She thought she was going to go through a phase where she wasn't going to take a shower. She would go in there, she would run the water, she would come out, she would be dry. Or she would go in there and she would get wet, but then she would still stink. So I opened the door, grabbed me a book, sat on the toilet. She was like, what you doing? I was like, oh, I'm reading my book. She's like, I mean, but why are you reading your book in here? I was like, dog, because you're 7 and you're going to have to hit them pits. You're going to have to get in between them. Like, I don't know what you're doing with your life, but we're not doing
So Mara was taking showers at 7?
Girl.
Because my daughter is not hit for no fucking shower. Even though my mom said she was asking her, she was like, so the shower, does it like get on your head and run in your face? Like, she was asking questions like maybe she might be ready for it now. But like, sis is like, if you don't run this fucking bath and stop playing with me, like, we're not doing no damn showers. What are you talking about?
I had Mara in the shower early as hell because who got time to be cleaning out the tub every time I got to give you a bath? I got to either give you a bath every night, then go back and clean the tub every night. So she didn't like it for a long time because she was so short and the water would splash in her face. But we just had to get over that because
like, this is a lot.
So by the time she was 7, girl, you already know. Like, Mara, she doesn't even have a bathtub in her bathroom.
Yeah, she has a whole shower.
Yeah. You can come in my bath if you need to sit there for a bit, and then you can wash the damn tub out. But I'm not doing that shit. So you figure it out.
Ooh. Yeah, maybe I need to get her on a damn shower train because 2 kids. Ooh, anyway. All right. Let's see. Because we digress. So, Caucasians in the workplace.
Oh.
This could be a whole episode in itself, but I'm gonna keep it cute. Not all of y'all, because you know what? I honestly and truly have some white friends at work that I actually like. Like, genuinely, outside of work, they're great people. I like them. Some of them, I love them. But the rest of y'all motherfuckers, mostly males, please stop and quit with this feeling that you are like automatically the smartest person in the fucking room, because you're not. Like, your fucking arrogance at this point is exhausting. I'm tired because I'm the black girl, and even though I've been here for going on 12 years in this fucking field, and you're not even in my field and have been working for like 2 years at this company, you want to make it seem like you not only know your job, you know my job and everybody else's job, and you're going to tell me, matter of factly, some shit that you don't fucking know. Please stop it. And this isn't just one instance. Like I said, almost 12 years in this fucking industry, and I am fucking exhausted. Y'all motherfuckers don't know everything. So I don't know where this fucking confidence, this arrogance, this I don't give a fuck if I'm 2 levels below you, I'm still better than you shit. Like, I'm tired of the fuck shit. Like, cut it the fuck out. It's exhausting.
in August, I had to go to this training, and the guy that was conducting the training I worked with, and he is a bit of an ass. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you, and nor would he. He knows who he is. But there was a gentleman that was there. So the thing with this training is you have to get it done every 3 years. So he had already gone through this training, and he does the work like day to day. But, you know, things change, especially in our field, like guidance. It's so many, DOD got some new shit every year.
Right.
So the instructor is, you know, teaching the class, and every 5 seconds, this dude wants to interject, but this, but that, like just this whole thing. He even went, the training was on something called a STIG. He even contacted the person that wrote the STIG just to try to refute the instructor. And that guy ended up writing this lengthy ass email where, in a nutshell, he basically told him to shut the fuck up, go to the training, because
you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
And but I was sitting there as one of 2 women in this whole entire class, the only Black woman in this class. It was literally the battle of the white alpha male. And I just could not take it, because the instructor, who is an asshole, he doesn't let up on his assholeness. Right. He's not going to just be like, you know what?
Yeah, you got it, whatever.
No. So it was like watching a fucking tennis match, and I was like, all right, well, I'm going to the bathroom. Like,
I'm not learning anything at this point.
I'm not learning anything. I can't even have my phone in this bitch, so I can't tune y'all out and get on social media. Like, y'all blowing my life. I don't have time for it. I experience it, every day.
I bet. Especially in that environment.
There are a lot of men who think they know everything where I work.
Yes.
And
they're all up and through my goddamn company.
But look, I don't give a fuck. I tune them out. I walk away. I will put my headphones in the middle of your sentence. Like, why are you looking at me? I
have been with my company so long that my fucks have run out. So I will corporate shade your ass super fucking quick, especially because I know what the fuck I'm talking about and you fucking don't. So I get giddy when I see an email or I'm in a conference where somebody makes a statement and you're fucking totally wrong and you're arrogant about it. Oh yes, those are the fucking shining lights of my day, because I'm like, I can't wait to set this motherfucker straight with my little corporate shade. I'm gonna keep it cute because I need my job, but I'm gonna let your ass know, like, get the fuck out of here, where other people will kind of go with it. No. My fucks are gone. Like, they ran up probably like around year 5. Like, I'm done. Like, y'all are gonna get every piece of this fucking Black girl shade, because who the fuck has time? And somebody has to put you in your place, and why not the Black girl?
I'm gonna provide you with references. I'm not about to go back and forth with you. I'm just simply, because everything that I do, there's a reference for it.
Dog, let me attach this email per my last email, per the guidance for these motherfuckers. Like, because I fucking said so. Like, any of those fucking apply. Okay, like, that's our policy. Be blessed.
Like. I also, like, I'm really bad about emails, but I'm keeping all my emails.
Oh, because I have emails from when I first started. Like, they are archived. Okay, someone says that I didn't send them something or I didn't say something.
Where did I learn that at that place?
Yes.
When I was working there, I was told, don't delete shit.
Don't delete a motherfucking email.
And I will never forget, a situation came up, and it was like a year later, and somebody was trying to say something I did or didn't do. And I was like,
nope.
Give me 30 minutes.
Let me pull this real quick.
Go through my archive and find this shit. And I found it.
I don't delete a motherfucking thing. Like, something just came up at my job, like maybe a couple weeks ago, where somebody was trying to go to my boss and was like, well, Dice didn't tell me that this was the policy, and I thought that blah, 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 blah. So my boss came back and was like, Did you let them know? I said, oh, hold on, sis. Like, hold on, sis. Like, I'm better at this shit than you. Let me go ahead and pull this email. Found the fucking email, like literally verbatim, the whole fucking policy in the email. It was literally, the email was sent like a year and a half ago. kindly sent that joint to my boss and was like, you can go ahead and forward this to them and let them know if they have any other questions. Please let me know, because bitch, you got me fucked up. Don't tell me what the fuck I did. So in an email, like, it's one thing if you try to call me and be like, oh, she didn't tell me on a conference call, but in email, oh no, you got me fucked up. You about to get caught every time.
So I've gotten hip to that, wanting to talk to me face-to-face bullshit too.
Or IMs, or they would try to hit you on an IM real quick. That's why I appear away. Don't IM me shit. Email me so I can have my receipts.
If we have a face-to-face conversation, if we have a telephone conversation about something business related, I'm definitely going to hit you with an email, you know, per our earlier telephone conversation. We discussed X, Y, and Z.
Receipts and writing.
Yeah.
That's smart, bitch.
Unless, you know, and I add a blurb that's basically like, you know, assuming everything I stated here is correct unless you reply.
Right.
Nigga.
That covers your ass. Because they would try to pop up at your office and be like, well, Shay told me when I went by, blah, blah. And then it's a he said, she said, you know who the fuck they're going to believe in that. It ain't going to be you.
Nope.
And so let me pull out these receipts, sis.
Working around our wonderful friends can sometimes be very exhausting. It really
sometimes.
Can. Yeah, no,
all the time.
I say sometimes because I don't give a fuck. I will go. This goes back to my days there. I will put my headphones on, and that will be it.
Everybody out, not just them. Everybody.
You
zone us out too.
Yes.
You're like, I'm doing my time and I am leaving. I said what I said.
That's it. I'm not trying to be the deputy director of this bitch. I'm really not. So I'm just doing what I need to do. I do enough so niggas know who I am and know that I know my shit.
Right.
But after that, I'm done.
Like, I'm not out here trying to impress no motherfucking body. Like,
I'm not. And this is just me, because I can't be stressed at work. Because we spend too many fucking hours at work to be stressed.
Look,
I just can't do it. I'm not in the business to be stressed all day.
Be stressed at work, come home, be stressed. Like
why?
Who has time?
Then I have a bottle of water right here in front of me. If I was stressed at work, it would be alcohol.
Look,
I just can't do it.
It used to be for me every evening.
So, but I will say every now and then, it's just exhausting. I get annoyed. Like today, I'm talking to somebody I haven't seen in a couple of weeks because I was on leave.
On travel.
I was on travel. Then she was on travel. So I'm in the middle, and I talk a lot with my hands.
Yeah.
Okay. Talking a lot with my hands does not equate shenanigans.
Oh.
However, somebody decided to walk over mid-conversation, and he thought it was funny to be like, girl, and do the whole little finger thing.
I hate that shit. Like, don't come up here and try to give me your best black impersonation.
From the 90s.
Sister. Yes, sis. Yes, sister. Like, no, I'm not your sister. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Whole time, we were having, like, a real conversation. It wasn't even like
animated
that.
or nothing. And so I know y'all looked at him like, what the fuck?
I really just talk with my hands.
Right.
And so I just was like, you see how you shouldn't insert yourself in things like that don't have nothing to do with you. You should mind your business.
Stupid as fuck.
I don't insert myself in people's conversations like that and just assume that I know what they're talking about. He was not even in the room.
Dog,
he was not even in the space.
Because I'm an ear hustler, but I'm not going to assert myself unless I hear my name. Then I'm like, what? Dice say what now? What's she doing now? No.
I miss my own office.
Look. You said you miss your own? Yeah.
I do. I miss it because now it's just a lot of personalities in this one space because I'm in a cube farm and annoyed.
I have been through so much hell that God is finally rewarding me at my job. I have flexibility when it comes to my schedule and my work location. Hallelujah. And my actual office mate is currently pregnant and will be going on maternity leave soon. So even the times that I'm in the office, she's probably not. So it's like I have my own office. Like or I could just be at home. Like, look, like,
it's beautiful.
Look, I deserve Mama D voice because this is a whole nother topic, but the shit that I've been through, I fucking deserve. So look, let me live and be great, and thank you, appreciate you for finally Give me what I need. But
As
yeah, no, go ahead.
as someone who changes their hair often, well, not technically since I had locks for however long,
But
but
recently at your new area.
leave me alone about my hair.
That's because and I'm not caping for these niggas. Like, they don't fucking get it. Like, I don't think that they
Our hair is different.
understand. Like, our hair is different from y'all's. We are now washing our hair every morning and letting it air dry on the way to work. Like, we're not doing that. Yes, we get extensions. Yes, we get braids.
But they get extensions too.
For fucking sure. So I don't understand how they don't get that. One day it might be like a cute little bob, and the next day it's like a fuller, like, nice little.
I might be Beyonce. I mean,
Like
period.
that, like looking like a fucking lion in this bitch. Like, yes, and I'm getting braids. No, these fucking braids are not all of my hair out of my fucking scalp, and no, you cannot touch them to see them up close. I'm not a fucking museum exhibit. Please, back the fuck up.
The last time I was asked if someone could touch my hair was actually just 2 years ago, and it was my deputy director, and I was like, no, it's just hair, because girl.
Dog, I get so many times that people don't think that my hair is actually mine. Like, people assume a black girl cannot fucking have hair that's like long, and like, no, that can't be her hair. Like, I've had people actually, like, after me leaving the mommies the salon where my shit actually looked decent and like not the mommy shit that I got going on right now, they would like come up and touch, oh, what did you do to your hair, sis? I need you to first back the fuck up and not touch my fucking hair. Like, literally, like, I be looking at my mom sideways when she touched my hair. I'm like, all right, what are we doing? What the fuck is happening? Stop playing. I just got my shit laid and you up here touching me. Relax. Relax. That's my new word. Relax.
The passive aggression from them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That shit's gotta chill. But it won't.
No, I'ma just call you out on your shit. I really don't give a fuck anymore. I'm just in a totally different space. And it's a shame because I shouldn't be this way because I am technically still new where I'm at. But I'm just too grown for it. And I feel like
your tolerance is like none.
Because I've been through it. I've done it. We've done it.
It's been times where we were younger where we had to bite our tongues because we didn't know how to navigate it, or should I say something? Like, I've been through instances where I was just like, yo, I would cuss this fucking white lady the fuck out, but I don't know how to say it where I won't lose my job, or like, should I say anything, or like, I don't want to cause no problems. I'm a grown old ass bitch now, and I am going to say what the fuck is on my mind. I am not going to sit somewhere and be belittled or treated a certain kind of way where I'm fucking smarter than you. Like, I'm just going to keep it blunt. Like, I know more than you, because these motherfuckers at work think because they have a nice ass suit and they come in here and they got their fucking, like, no, dog. Like, you don't know more than me. You're not going to tell me that you know more about my fucking job. And then, no, and you're not my boss. Like, on top of that, like, that is my fucking quote that I will say to anybody. You're not my boss.
You're
like,
not my dad.
Dog, like, you're not my manager. You can't tell me what to do. You're not even my boss's boss. Like, let's go down the lineage. You don't have any say so on what the fuck is going on over here. So
I wouldn't even give a fuck if somebody does know more than me. My thing is, we all are grown and we know how to speak to people.
Not everybody, apparently.
We know how to. Just because we choose not to, that's the difference. You talk to people that you know that you're smarter than, and you don't belittle them, and you don't come at them on some passive aggressive type shit.
Right.
People like to flex, and that's perfectly fine. But
so
if you get spicy with me, I'm getting spicy back. And the person I was talking about earlier, the one who was an asshole, he knows he's an asshole. The first couple weeks, I observed. I knew he was an asshole. But I was just like, I'ma just sit here. And one day he said some shit and I responded and I couldn't even catch it. Listen. The response was just there. And he looked at me and I looked at him. And I think we now have an understanding.
He said, real recognize real. I'm not fucking with her.
Because we don't really have too many spicy moments. I think we had another one, but it was like we both caught it and we brought it back in. So we're good to go. But No.
He said, I didn't met my match with this one. I'm not fucking with her.
One day he looked at me. He was just like, "We gonna fight," and I was like, "You gonna lose."
The end.
Like, what? What are we talking about, sir?
Right.
I have no time.
Right. You can catch hands at work. Just know that. Okay.
How is your experience shopping amongst the opposite race?
I have definitely been in areas where I'm asked, do you need any help? And I'm like, nah, I'm just looking. But you want to walk with me around the store and tell me all the sales that are going on. I'm just like, okay, but I'm just looking. So, like, thank you for the rundown. But
I'm
I
not
will
even
still
talking about
get.
that.
Oh, okay. So, what do you mean?
So, the Target that's up the road from me,
Mm-hmm.
every time I go in there,
Mm-hmm.
every time, without fail,
Uh-huh.
people will just walk. They will. Nobody says excuse me.
Oh, nigga. Oh, woo. Look.
And I find that the people that don't, and don't be upset with me, listeners, but it is white women. White women are the rudest motherfuckers when it comes to that Target.
That's
And I
not
always
even
have to
in
let them know.
shopping. That is in fucking life. That is like everywhere. Like, I hate that shit. And I'm an asshole. Like, I would just be like, oh, damn, excuse me.
Yep, definitely.
Shit. Like, I would be an asshole. Like, you cut me off. I'm like, oh, shoot, excuse me. I must have been in the way. And then look back like I'm crazy. Like, yeah, whole ass person standing here. Cut me the fuck off. Like, I fucking hate that shit. Like, I'm an asshole when it comes to stuff like that. Like, I've been places where I would be in line and then randomly, like, you make and insert yourself beside me. I'll be an asshole. You know I'm an asshole. So I'll be loud. I'll be looking behind the line all extra dramatic. Like, I thought the line started back there. Like, what? Is there another line that opened up on the side? And they be looking at me, and people, they'll catch on. They're like, yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Because everybody else waiting in line, then you get a crowd, and they're like, shit, let me go back. This bitch started. Like, no, you're not going to bust in line. Or, like, when you cut me off, like, I'm going to do something. I'm going to give you the loud, obnoxious, deep sigh, or I'm going to be like this. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Like, pardon me. Can you get the fuck? Like, almost ran over my toes with your fucking cart. Like, that annoys my soul. And I do see that a lot. Fucking lot.
You know, you have a cart. You know, you'll have a cart and your cart is in front of you and you may be looking at something.
Mm-hmm.
And so almost every time I'll have a cart, I'm looking at something, and I guess somebody will need to get something from right there.
Mm-hmm.
And all you got to do is say, excuse me. And
right.
I will move my cart.
Facts.
But if you're going to stand there, oh, you're going to wait till I'm finished doing what the fuck I'm doing.
Because I'm going to look at every ingredient at this point.
Like, because I don't
How many
understand.
carbs?
But it doesn't hurt just to say, excuse me. Like, it doesn't. Or like, another time, this was actually a white man. He was the person that was standing in front of something. And I said, excuse me, can you grab that for me? And because I was like, I don't want to reach over him and be rude.
But you seem like you're not moving no time soon.
You're not moving. So I was like, well, excuse me, can you grab that for me? So he rolls his eyes and he moves. So I'm like, oh, cool. I don't give a fuck. I just want you to get out my way.
Right.
So
I'm just trying to get the shit.
I see him again. We're in another aisle and I'm standing now. He needs to get something. And so I just looked at him. Excuse me. I was like, oh, okay. Here you go.
You go. You learn manners in the last 2 seconds.
Well, listen, I don't have time. But that is a pet peeve of mine.
Yeah.
And Mara, being a kid, she thinks
she gets embarrassed.
Yeah, but I'm just like, no.
Now you need to check these niggas.
Yeah. Even, do you know another thing? It's a weird pet peeve of mine. I don't hold doors open for women unless they're like with me and we're walking together and we're doing something.
Oh, for real?
I do not.
So like if you're walking through a door and somebody's like 3 or 4 steps behind you, you don't hold the door for them? You just let it close?
No. So here's the thing.
Okay.
I will do that thing where like my hand is on it, but then I'm assuming that you're going to take your hand now to support the weight of the door.
Oh yeah. That's what I mean. I'm not going to like open it and let you walk in front of me.
Okay. So I
find
a lot of times, and I have started to notice all these little different things. A lot of times when I do that, women, especially at Orange Theory Fitness, will just walk out as if I'm holding the door for them.
Oh no, that's why you got to stand in the doorway. You got to stand in the doorway with it open. Like, all right, I'm letting you catch the door before I walk in. That's what I
do.
Like, fuck them. But they walk around you, or they try to get past you and you in the middle?
Like, no.
I would let that door slam on their ass.
So that's what ends up happening. If I'm walking out of the door and you're walking right behind me and I got the door, so like my back is towards the door. I know that you're there, but I'm not seeing if you caught it or whatever the case may be.
Right.
I'm going to hold it for a little bit because in my mind, I'm like, I know you're close enough where you can extend your arm and grab this door.
Right.
I'm letting my hand go and I'm continuing to go on about my day.
Right. Like, I'm not about to sit here and make sure that you got it. And like, we make eye contact and be like, you good? You good? Like,
there have been several instances at this gym where bitches was caught off guard because that door
will slam in your face.
Because I'm not Molly the Maid, bitch, and I'm going home. I'm sweaty too.
Like
we was both just in here together.
No, pay attention and catch that door.
I'm not saying it's a racial thing. Like, I don't know if it's it's not a racist thing, but it's just something that I observe that happens more so
with that denomination.
And which is why I specifically have stated that I will no longer be holding doors because there have been times where I know that somebody knew that I was right behind them and they'll just walk out and they won't even do the little like, oh, I know somebody's right behind me. Let me not be a dickhead.
Right.
So I don't go as hard as them, but it's just like, all right, bitch, you got 3 seconds to extend that arm.
Right.
Or else you get smacked in the face.
Every man for themselves. So.
I can't do it.
Yeah, that. What else? Oh, so our experience on U Street. I know you mentioned it.
Lord Jesus, the gentrification is so fucking real. Listen, the first date that JT and I had many, many years ago before we even started like dating for real, U Street was so black.
Yes, so black,
so cultured,
so lit, so fun.
Bitches was out there sitting on the sidewalk with their dogs. I was just so confused.
Like literally like chilling. Like they was deeper on U Street than we was. What DC is no longer chocolate city. It is white chocolate city.
No, not at all. But I don't like how we're looked at like we're intruding
when it was our
their
shit.
Spaces.
I mean, that's why this whole don't mute DC shit. The motherfuckers try to come in and move, and it was like turn that go-go shit off. Like, dog, that store has been playing that music during their business hours for as long as I can remember. Like literally, I would go to back in the day when we had Georgia Avenue Day, where they would shut down all Georgia Avenue Day, and you would have the vendors and the go-go bands playing. Like they was playing this fucking music since I was a kid. And you come in this motherfucker and buy a condo because they done built some shit or redone some shit, and you talking about turn that shit off. Sis, then you go to Howard University and got the fucking nerve to walk your fucking dogs on the Greek organization plots, which is a super high level of disrespect. Why the fuck are you walking your dog to piss in college grass? Like, it's one thing if it's the outskirts, but you're going in the main fucking little campus and like you're walking your fucking animals and talking about why don't you guys just move to college? We're going to uproot a whole historically black college that has so much roots so you can walk your fucking dogs. Like, suck a fucking dick with your entitled ass and just get the fuck out of our city. Like, I can't deal. The gentrification is bananas. Like, seriously. As much as I used to say, like, I would love to live back in DC, fuck that. Because I would be cussing out people left and fucking right. I will stay my little happy ass on the outskirts. I'm fine.
I just was so amazed, really, because U Street was U Street.
Like, it's areas that was hood as fuck when we was growing up and living in DC. And now
where the fucking, what's the baseball team name?
Oh, the Nats.
Yes.
Nats Stadium. They got all the fucking high priced condos and spas and shit. Dog, it's some areas that even like hood ass motherfuckers that's been living in DC all their life would not walk through at night. And now they are walking through these areas with smoothies and their puppies. Like, niggas don't give, like, it is a whole different world in DC right now.
And not to say, like, glad it's safe. Like, kudos to being safe. It's just like
now when we walk down the street, they gonna look at us like, do you live around here? Like, if you get nigga, you suck my dick and get the fuck out of here. Do you live around here? All right.
This dude, I know he lived in like one of those high-rise buildings downtown, and he told me like people would be looking at him crazy because he if he's not at work, he's in basketball shorts and t-shirt, like
Yeah, so
on
they
a
like,
regular.
hey, do you can afford to live around here? I sure
But
the
they
fuck
walk
can.
around like that down there all the time.
But because he's black, they're like, whoa, like can you? The probably the thought is like, can you afford to live down here? Because first of all, it's hella expensive. They making sure that our ass can't afford to live back in DC. Like, for fucking sure. Unless your ass is caking, your ass ain't living in none of them high rise nothing.
What do you think is going to happen with that? Like the inflation of prices, especially
they're doing that on
in that area.
Like they started that years ago. Like that's why my parents left. Like,
but eventually
it's gonna be all right.
No, I'm saying if they continue to raise prices, do you think that even they will be able to afford it?
Yeah, because them niggas making all the money.
All white people ain't making money.
Well, the niggas that's living there are.
Currently, but I'm saying if they continue to raise the prices, if the prices continue to be raised, like at some point it's going to be...
They're going to find another fucking place to colonize and take over. They're going to find another area. They're going to be like, you know what? We want that shit. That shit
Maybe
is
they're
better.
going to move us to the middle of the country, and they'll just have like the outskirts.
Nah, that's dead. It's too much shit going on. I need to stay where I'm at. It's no crazy tornadoes, no hurricanes, no earthquakes. Like, we get a couple of little shits. Like, I'm staying right geographically. I'm staying where the fuck I'm at, because like everywhere else in this goddamn country got fucking weather issues. I'm straight. Like, nah.
I hate snow.
I fucking despise snow. Like, fucking.
But you'll take it.
I'm not. I'll. It's better here than taking my ass to like Maine or New York. Like, nigga, I'll take the little bit of couple of inches. Like every other winter, we might get like 5 inches, and like, ooh, 2 days off work. Like, that's how I look at it. Because I'm not driving in that shit. So be blessed. Telework Tuesdays. Like, what the fuck? I don't drive in snow. After that blizzard, when I was working all the way out in Dulles and I got stuck on a toll road for 12 hours in my car, I let everybody at my job. I told y'all I have been in my job too long to give any fucks. So I let people know so much that everyone on my team knows. If it's bad weather, Dice is not coming in. I don't care if the weatherman is hinting. It might be freezing rain. Might not be there. I'm not driving there and fucking getting stuck. Kiss my ass.
I still don't know how I made that, because so many people that left like 30 minutes after me was in their car for hours.
That snow came down so quick, like literally, because I was in the little document control. They was like, so I had no windows. They was like, yo, it just started snowing. I was like, all right, bet. Literally cleaned off my desk, locked the safe, set the alarm, got on the fucking toll road. I did not make it to 495. Like, that fucking quick. It came down out of nowhere, and I was stuck for fucking hours. Like, I was pissed. People was like, yo, we got a hotel room. Come to... I can't fucking make it there. Like, even if I was to fucking walk this snow into my fucking thighs, like, I gotta hop fences and leave my fucking car here. Like, it was bananas. So ever since that traumatic event, everyone knows, like, I'm not getting there. Like, and that was pre-kids. So you really expect me to and then have to deal with kids, picking up kids from school? Like, I got one that's traveling with me. Like, abso-fucking-lutely not. I would rather be safe than sorry. Fuck
one
that.
time when I just started the job that I took after I left that company, it had snowed. I'd only been there for like a month. And so I didn't have leave and all that other good stuff. And it wasn't a lot of snow, but it was a lot of ice. So that's
even worse sometimes.
Yeah. So first of all, trying to go up that little hill up on Brinkley Road, mad people did not make it. By the grace of God, I did. Get on 495. Thankfully, nobody was on 495, but I'm driving slow as fuck. I lose control of the car. My car goes straight into the wall, but I was going so slow that there was no damage to my car.
It was like a little doot.
Yeah. I literally turned that bitch the fuck around.
And went the fuck home.
I, again, made it down the fucking Brinkley Road hill, pulled right into my motherfucking parking space that I had just pulled out of, and I was just like, yeah.
Ain't happening.
I don't know what to tell you, but I'm not coming.
This job is not paying for my vehicle. Like, that bad storm, people was like, they was spinning out on the off ramps and shit. Like, it was fucking bananas. Like, yeah, no, not happening. So be blessed. Everyone knows Dice won't be there. Oh, it's bad
down
weather
here in Hampton Roads. they shut shit down if there's even
an inkling.
Yeah,
A
because
feeling.
they don't have like the trucks and shit to move shit out of the way.
They
So
got
if
all the
it's
sand and salt and plows and shit.
we actually have to wait for the people up in DC to come down and treat our roads. So if it's
y'all gonna be waiting for a grip.
Exactly. So that's why they just closed everything down. So that's the one good thing about living here.
You ain't gotta worry about being. What, you gotta come to work? I'm like, God damn it. They're like, nah, you ain't coming.
Because in DC, honey, they don't give a fuck.
They like, you better walk your ass to Metro. That's
they
open.
They don't give a fuck.
I'm so glad I don't live in DC or work in DC. Because look, let me tell you something. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I will not fucking make it. Like when B-Dub was working at his old job and we lived at our apartment, weather would be terrible. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not going in. He was walking his ass right to that Metro and getting on that fucking train to go to fuck to work. Because they was like, you're essential personnel and we don't give a fuck. And the building is still open, even though it's like only the niggas that was here last night in this building and you need to be here. Like, which is crazy to me because like you're telling people to risk their fucking safety. But okay, you can use your leave if you want to. Like, what do you mean? Like, that's crazy shit. Like, y'all need to be closing. Like,
it's only 2 times that I can remember, and I think that 2 is a stretch, when I was living up there that it snowed so bad that almost every company was just like, all right, we close. But like on a normal fucking winter, it doesn't matter.
No, they don't give no fucks. All them government buildings, all them fucking contracts, it's open. Dog. First of all, just growing up in DC and going to all DC public schools my life, they did not give 0 fucks about snow. Like, I remember it would snow so bad, and my cousins that lived in Maryland would be out of school. Question. Them niggas was told the night before, school's closed. Hey, PG County, it's closed. So I'm just like, oh, I wonder if our shit gonna be closed. Look, DC public schools, it'd be like fucking a foot of snow. They be like 2-hour delay. We'll just give y'all niggas extra time to get here.
Ain't no lie.
Get the fuck out of here. Like, we've still got school. Like, DC did not give no fucks. They was like, half of y'all kids either walk to school or take public transportation anyway. So strap up your fucking Nike boots and get the fuck in.
No lie. When I used to get up in the morning and you have to wait to see if your county fucking was out of school at the bottom of the little scrolling joint, I used to always see DC and y'all used to always be open.
And I on time.
On God, me and my brothers and my sisters used to be like, hey, I'm glad I'm in PG. Fuck that.
And that was my ass hiking to school. But the fun thing was, like, it was kind of fun walking to school in the snow. But I didn't mind going to school as a kid, so it was okay. But like, my junior high school was far as fuck. Like, my elementary and my high school was like literally within a couple of blocks of where I live. But my junior high school was a fucking hike. But it wasn't on a bus route from where I left. So I literally had to fucking walk. So them days that them niggas was like, oh yeah, it's school. It's school. I'm like, all right, let me hurry up and eat this breakfast and get the fuck out of here. I ain't trying to be late for homeroom. Let me get the fuck in.
They didn't give a fuck about y'all lives.
No fucks at all. Like, they did not care, bro.
But now, look, anytime it's a flurry, our motherfucking kids be out of school.
Dog, my kids be getting out. Like, literally, it was the first 2 weeks of school, and they had a day off because the teachers had administrative day. Y'all had all summer, my G. Like, administrative what? Y'all just
that happened 1 year
for 2 fucking weeks, and then after that, 2-hour early dismissal. Like, why? We are in the first quarter of school. Like, literally, the first quarter has not ended yet. Like, what is going on? Like, y'all teachers are y'all stressed out already? Like,
last year we had a threat of a hurricane. The hurricane wasn't even forecasted to hit until Thursday. Them motherfuckers was out of school the whole week. And the hurricane never came. It was literally sunny every day. At least this year with the hurricane, we got some wind. But last year, it was sunny. That shit was mad disrespectful because it was like,
but y'all area will flood quick as fuck. It's like, we got to be safe. We got to keep these kids the fuck home.
I get it, but goddamn, Thursday, my nigga? If they'd have been like, all right, Tuesday, half a day, Wednesday out, I'd have been like, oh, okay.
That's
them
better.
Niggas was just not at school for the whole week. And of course, mom was just like, ooh, work. Good luck, mom.
Be blessed. I'll be in here chilling.
And I was like, good luck with them oodles and noodles, motherfucker, because I didn't go to the grocery store for that shit. Who
They
knew?
wiped out everything. I never knew.
They took the bread, Sam. I ain't got nothing for you.
Dog, they be in that joint like niggas really making sandwiches. Why do y'all take the bread?
I
Bread,
don't
milk,
understand.
and water. Like, y'all not, what y'all making French toast? Like, what's the fucking reason?
Because if the electricity does go out, then they can make sandwiches.
Child, the
Y'all
lunch
just
meat
be
don't be
having a whole
gone.
bunch of bread.
A whole bunch of bread, 'cause that the lunch meat section don't be gone.
Maybe they're making PB&J.
Child, look. Yeah, I'm niggas.
Maybe they're making them just a cheese sandwich.
Nigga, honey sandwiches.
Oh no, Jesus.
Syrup
Taking it
sandwiches.
back.
Because I don't get it. I'm like, I get the toilet paper and shit like that, but like everything else, I'm like, y'all random as
I
shit.
just
Like,
be having a whole bunch of moldy ass bread in the house.
right.
It's sunny as shit outside. No hurricane hit. Now you got all these loaves of
all
bread.
this bread. Like, what we
Your
about to
dumb
do?
ass.
My mom be like, just freeze it. Put it in the freezer. Get the fuck out. I'm not throwing out no fucking frozen bread. It should be soggy.
Damn.
I divert to a whole nother.
That made me think of. No, that made me think about my great aunt Clea. No, Aunt Alice. I'm sorry. Aunt Alice used to pull shit out of the freezer. And it was just like, first of all, everything ain't meant to be frozen. And then secondly, even shit in the freezer goes bad at some time.
So my parents not only have the regular freezer that's attached to your freezer, they have a whole fucking deep freezer that's the size of a refrigerator. Like the whole thing.
We have one of those in California.
My nigga, like they will freeze anything. All right, well, if you don't eat all them leftovers, we can just put it in this and then freeze it. And then like it be months later, like, oh, we can go and thaw it out. Like, no, son, look at all that frost burn. Like, what are you talking about? Like, that shit snowy as fuck. Like, y'all didn't even wrap that shit properly. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, my parents was fucking famous for freezing some goddamn bread. Like, how the fuck does bread taste when it's thawed out? Like, it seems like it would be mushy. Like,
you never tried it?
Fuck no. My bougie ass, like, no, I'm not eating no fucking thawed out bread. Like, since you tripping.
Oh shit!
I'll take the thawed out ground beef, but I'm not fucking with that bread, nigga. Hell
Who freezes bread? I never heard that before.
My fucking parents, like, they're wild as shit. Like, you tripping? Like, just get some bread, sis. That's like $2.
No bullshit. They sell bread at the dollar store.
No, we are not in a recession. You don't have to stock up on bread. Like, the fuck?
You can find 8 quarters under the couch.
My nigga.
What is happening?
All right, white people, y'all get a break. What we on there? Like, what?
I don't. We weren't talking about them. Okay.
They got a whole intermission.
I don't have anything.
All right, fucking TVNT.
Oh, okay.
What have you watched?
I watched Power.
With me, and you said you were done with that shit. No,
come on, son.
Listeners,
that Power is not
Shay.
extra.
So Shay has not been keeping up with this season of Power, but like after. Not the one that just passed, but the week before, everybody was talking about how lit that fucking season was when that episode was. If you haven't watched it, too fucking bad. But Proctor got shot the fuck up and he died. And so Shay was over this weekend and was like, all right, bet Power, we about to watch this shit. And after this episode, she was like, all right, so y'all just continue to let me know the updates because this shit, I'm not here for this shit.
Listen, you always have to suspend your beliefs when you're watching TV shows. That much I know.
Mm-hmm.
But come on, son. These niggas scraped up $3 million in like 36 hours. Like everything that happened in this episode, I was just like, what? Come on, son.
So, and if Lala with all her money don't get a really good acting coach, I am going to. And she's been landing all the fucking parts.
You hear she about to be on the show?
Yes.
Like how, sis?
Dog, she was on Beverly Hills 90210, that little reboot. Then she on Power, then she getting that. Like, no, Lala.
I'm not hating. Get your money, but your acting is trash.
Dog.
I can't even take her seriously.
Dog.
After this, we're done, Tommy.
Like, I'm tired of dealing with them, Tommy. Like, all right, Lala, you don't even believe that line. Like, fuck out of here. Carmela, like, she don't never believe that shit. She's never done.
Tariq gotta go though.
Tariq needs to die. Like,
if he doesn't die,
if this motherfucker makes it to the end of the series, I'm done. I mean, I'm gonna be done because it's over. But like, I'll be done with 50 Cent. Like, this nigga has moved on because this nigga is showed pictures of him taping some other fucking what is it called, show on ABC where he had to like gain 15 pounds for this role, and so he's moved on. He's like, y'all gonna take these last episodes and I don't give a fuck what you think, like it is what it is. But
it's just not a believable show. It's a lot of stuff that's happening, and you know, it's just a lot happening, and
yeah,
I just can't do it. You know,
some of that shit is like super unbelievable. Niggas online was like, if we go into this episode and Ghost House is fixed up from being shot up, there's gonna be a fucking issue. I was weak because I was like, a TV show would do that shit. They would have your whole fucking house like fucked up. And then the next episode, they'd be like, hey, yeah, we're sitting on the couch watching TV. Like, you got that replaced already when you was trying to scrape up $3 million? Like, how'd you afford that?
I saw a picture of their other daughter. That motherfucker's like 10 now. Like,
no, they don't never show her. Like, every now and then, they're like, I gotta go check on the baby. And then now she's like fucking in middle school and shit.
Like,
And
what's
just
happening?
like, how did that happen? You almost as old as the twins was. Like, what's going on?
Listen, I've been saying since season 1 that they were horrible parents. Because even when all the goddamn kids was alive, they never fucking watched them. They was doing their own
shit. They was having their own sidebar relationships, having their own drug deals. The kids was just spinning. That's why Tariq is like this. Like, this nigga had to raise himself. Now he think he a bootleg ghost and is failing terribly. Like,
do you think Tasha's gonna end up fucking that nigga, the one that keeps showing up to daycare?
So it was another dude that was like really trying to holler at her.
And the Burberry shirt.
Not the drug dealer joint, but yeah, the other one. And
yeah, I saw a picture of him. He had on like it looked like a old school Burberry shirt, and they was like, nigga, you know, he just got back from his baby shower.
Facts, because they was doing the whole, like, they had the little moment where it looked like it was about to go down, but she was like, no, I can't do this, like, you know, blah blah. So like he was wanting to, and you know, she hiding the pants since her other boo is dead. So
she been hiding the pants this whole damn show.
Facts. But she ain't got nobody to get enough from because her last nigga got killed by ghosts and shit. So
typical nigga shit. Don't want her, but don't want her to be with nobody.
Nigga, I don't want your ass, but you can't be with nobody else either. Selfish ass nigga.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we have to let Shay know what's going on for the rest of the season because she has opted out.
Sorry guys, I tried.
So Amazing Fall TV has returned. My two emotional ass fucking shows, A Million Little Things and This Is Us, has coming back. And I watched A Million Little Things by myself because me and my husband don't watch that show together. Like, I only watch it. Of course, I was in fucking tears, episode 1. Luckily, I was here by myself. And This Is Us, me and him watched together. And I was like, all right, nigga, here we go. I was blinking my eyes super heavy, but I'm super happy. I don't know do you watch This Is Us?
I'm behind.
Okay, well, I'm not going to say nothing, but like, I think this season's going to be good. I'm just going to say that.
I need to catch up.
Catch up, because it's only one episode into this new season, so like, you'll be good.
Yeah, I got to watch some episodes from last season. Catch up there, and then I got you. I saw it's on my little Hulu list though.
Yeah,
I don't know. It was a very emotional show though.
Very fucking emotional.
It's a good show.
No, it's really good. It's crazy because like, I think I seen it online, a whole bunch of people talking about like people that I normally know that are emotional people, and they were just like, yo, this shit got me again this week. I'm like, y'all niggas cry every week over this show. Like, what the fuck is this about? So I was intrigued because I'm like, they saying that this shit is written so well and it got all these people so emotional. So I'm just like, let me see. Because I think they bullshit. And sure enough, I was on the couch like, ooh, y'all motherfuckers. It was times where I had to pause it and go for a walk. I was like, oh, y'all niggas is wilding. Like, y'all niggas is cutting onions in here. But yeah, definitely 2 good shows. So listeners, if y'all don't watch A Million Little Things and This Is Us, y'all should catch up, binge. Like I said, the first season just started, so last week was week 1 or episode 1. So go ahead, catch up on that shit. Them joints is lit. A Million Little Things is only 2 seasons. I think This Is Us, this is like, is this only the second season or the third season?
No, I want to say this is like their 3rd or 4th.
Oh, yikes. Well, yeah.
Maybe their 3rd, but definitely not their 2nd.
Yeah, so maybe This Is Us is the 3rd season, but I know A Million Little Things, this is just their 2nd season. Y'all should catch up. It's really, really bomb. Catch up.
I watched Mixed Dish.
The little. Oh, fuck. I said I was going to watch that. How was it? Oh, shit. It wasn't as good as Blackish and Grownish.
I'm gonna give it another. You know, it's the first
Every time
episode.
we say that, we do.
I am gonna give it another try. I'm gonna watch the next episode, but I can tell the little girl is gonna be the where I get my laughs from.
Okay.
But everything else, you know, I'm still kind of thrown off on how Tika Sumpter is her mom, when on Blackish her mom
was
is like
hella
in
light
tail.
skin. Right.
But aside from that, I'm just like, I just looked at it and I was like, okay, they're setting the story up.
Right. Like,
So
let
it
me
didn't
give it a little
me,
bit.
Yeah, it didn't give me anything.
Because I definitely said I was going to watch that. I was like, that seemed like it's going to be interesting. And I forgot that it came on.
I think you should wait until the second episode is on and then watch both
and watch
of them.
both. Because after the first, I'm like, all right, but
yeah, the first one, I was like, you know, if this was just a show that was coming out and there was no Blackish or Grownish,
you'd be like, what the fuck
I
is
would
this
not have
shit?
finished watching that show.
Yeah.
That would have been it for me.
So I'll wait till next week then binge them too.
Do you watch the Wu-Tang Saga?
The Wu-Tang Saga, was that documentary?
No, they have a show on Hulu.
Mm-hmm. I thought you were talking about that documentary that came out about Wu-Tang.
No, there's that, but they have a show and they have like Dave East is playing Method Man.
What?
Yeah, like it's
on Hulu.
It's like a few episodes in.
Bitch, I'm about to binge tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't know about that.
Watch that so we can discuss. I heard that it's not all the way accurate, but at the same time, like all them niggas are executive producers,
so they have some input. But that's kind of like the New Edition joint. Like everybody had some input, but they was like, that shit ain't accurate because, you know, niggas going to recall one thing one way and then another person going, and then they got to throw the dramatics in there to make it good enough to watch. So, oh yeah, I'm about to watch that shit.
I enjoy it, and it has, you know, my girl Maxine Shaw. Yes, she's in there. It's a couple people in there. You're gonna be like, oh, okay. So
yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch that so we can discuss that next week. Wu-Tang Saga on Hulu.
See, I watch TV.
I'm proud of you, babe. I'm proud of you. Did you watch the Real Housewives of Potomac Part 3?
Why did I forget about that?
Okay,
John, what are we calling him?
Yes, old man John.
I cannot. You know what? He is exactly what we were talking about.
Them old white men.
Why did he act like only his fucking opinion mattered?
And they called him out about that shit. They was like, wait a minute, why is it that your truth is your truth and that's the bottom line? But when we say something about our truth, it's like, no, it doesn't matter. Like, you don't want to hear what the fuck we gotta say. It's only what you say. And your truth is what matters. Like, he was so fucking obnoxious and so fucking annoying. And the fact that everybody was just like, nah, he did that shit. And I just feel like Ashley's in fucking denial. And
Ashley is trying to get that goddamn money.
I mean, she got that money. They didn't got this baby.
But she wants to stick this out until that prenup is up.
Oh yeah, that's true too. She probably like, let this nigga kill over. Like and I'm about to get all the
Then she gets it all.
Child, look, she said I'm about to wait this shit out. He ain't got that much time. That's mean, but look, he's old as fuck, y'all. He look older than Ray.
With him.
No. Talking about he a stallion. Shut the fuck up. No, the fuck he's not. His libido is higher than mine. He's a stallion. Old man John is not no stallion. Like, please, Ashley. Like,
I don't believe it.
Get the fuck out of here. Like, no, sir. I'm not buying none of that shit.
I just don't understand why. I didn't understand why she was so upset with other people for believing it when all of them have said, like, this is not even the first time we heard something about him.
Like, so what do you expect? If it was if the roles were reversed and it was somebody else, like, niggas believe more with less information. So, like,
Ashley is messy as fuck. So she would have been all the way being messy with the rest of them.
Right. So you just acting like that because it's you in the negative spotlight. And I don't know why she didn't understand the whole thing about them being like, you know, he's in the public eye because of you. And when he did that interview on the news, why didn't he just like, you know, I want to apologize to my wife for all this, you know, negative publicity. Like, even though, you know, I'm quote unquote, not guilty. Like, I'm just,
Right.
sorry that I had to put you all through this. I don't understand. And I think she doesn't want to understand, but she was like, he doesn't owe me apologize. He didn't do anything to me. And it's like, yes, even if you're saying like he didn't do anything, the fact that you're going through the embarrassment of your friends and everybody asking you questions, you being on blogs, having to go on the fucking news and all this other shit, it's an inconvenience and embarrassment to you. So he should have said on the joint, like, to my wife who stuck beside me, like, thank you for sticking by my side, and we're gonna get through this, and something. Like, he was just like, I didn't do it, the end, stop asking me shit. Like, and she was just playing so fucking dumb. Like, I don't see it that he owes me anything. I'm just like, bitch, and that's why you dumb. Like, get the fuck out of here, you're wilding.
Yeah, but I liked how almost everybody was like, yeah, he did that shit.
Yeah, like when they was on the little joint, like in between, they was like, he's such a fucking arrogant asshole. Like, he did that shit and he's just gonna sit up here and fucking lie. I was laughing. I was like, them niggas ain't believing shit. Like, get the fuck out of here. He wasn't even looking believable.
Do you think Giselle was messy this season?
Hell yeah. Like,
really?
Yes, like, it was certain things that I'm like, all right, well, she just trying to get it on the table. But I feel like a lot of times in them shows, they get to, like, producers and stuff will go to certain people and be like, all right, when y'all had this, then like, we need you to bring up X, Y, and Z. It was ways that, I'm not saying what she did, it was how she would bring certain stuff up. I'd be like, oh, Giselle, you didn't have to say it at that moment, or like, you didn't have to say it like that. But like, yeah, it was a lot of shit that I was like, all right, Giselle, you my boo.
I thought she was less messy this season than the other seasons.
Well, I just started watching last season.
Oh,
so
okay.
I don't know how she was in the very, very beginning.
Ooh, that first season.
She was hella. So this is a downgrade to how she used to be.
To me.
Ooh, I want to go back and see, because I'll probably be weak as shit.
I feel like she would bring shit up and it was inappropriate, but I mean, it wasn't shit that pertained to her. So she would kind of just bring it up and then fall back and watch the show.
Right. Like, I just want to see the tea. What happened?
And so I could get that being messy. But when everyone was saying like when they were talking about the shit she was saying in her confessionals, I was like, all of y'all bitches be saying shit.
Dog, all the confessionals, like, all of them are shady as fuck. And I mean, that's just how it is. That's in all them type of shows. Like,
yeah,
they be saying the shady shit. So you should just expect the shit. So,
did you see the trailer for the new season of Real Housewives of Atlanta?
No. It look like it's gonna be good, or it's gonna be some trash? Because I know Kenya's coming back.
Looks like it's gonna be good to me, because Kenya and somebody's getting into it.
Ooh, the fact that you're saying it's gonna be good, I got hope.
It looked good. I don't, they added shit. Who knows?
But I do like Real Housewives of Atlanta, though. They be funny as shit.
And Kenya will be going through her divorce on this season.
Wait, time out. So she not with the nigga, the baby daddy?
Oh shit! You didn't know that?
Ooh, no. I don't be catching the shit on the blogs when it's going through real time.
Oh yeah, they announced that they were going through a divorce.
Child, that shit was a right. Nene gonna be like, that's real convenient.
She got that baby, so
she got that baby. She like, look, all I wanted was a fucking baby. You could take your marriage.
Boom, bam. So there's that. And then Portia and her dude, it looks, because I know they had broken up, but then I saw them like out, and it looked like they was back together. So on the little trailer, it looks like they're in counseling, I guess, to try to work it out. I don't know.
Ooh, really?
And then Eva's on there, but she's pregnant.
Oh yeah, because she just had her baby in real life.
Shit. It just looked like it was some
messy
shit happening.
I know old girl ain't coming back. Ronnie was like, nah, nigga, we was looking crazy on that shit.
I mean, she was. So I didn't really think she was that good of a fit. So.
I think she was trying too hard, like, to force her personality and being extra so that she could, like, be a prominent, like, member on the cast. But yeah.
Did you watch Married to Medicine?
I did.
Okay.
So Jocelyn, bitch, why did she go in on Toya like that? Like, is there some history with that? Because she went left, even though that's what Jocelyn does, like, obviously, like, from other shows. But, like, first of all, Toya has grown, because she was just like, you know what, let's go. I'm leaving, because who has time for this shit? Like, why are you coming for me and what the fuck I do on my taxes, bitch? I don't even know you like that, like, in real life. That was
was a
crazy.
few seasons ago at that.
Right. Like, and to bring it up, like, oh, something. And it was like, oh, you looking real thrifty. And she was like, that's the theme of
The
it.
whole
Like,
point of the
we're supposed
party.
to look thrifty. She said, I've never been to a party where I'm supposed to dress like a cheap ass bitch and then I'm treated like a bitch. Or no, she said I'm supposed to look like cheap as shit, but then I'm come here and I'm treated like shit. But I didn't like that Simone brought the girl to her fucking party after she clearly said she didn't want the bitch there. Like, trying to force them to like make up or be cool and shit. Like, just let it go and like give them some time. Like, why you got her there? And
do you like that lady?
I don't. I need to see her a little bit more, but like, I think
don't
she
like
could
how
have.
she handled that
I
Jocelyn
was just about to
situation.
say she definitely could have handled that Jocelyn situation different, because when Jocelyn said what she said, she bust out laughing. It ain't she wasn't like chill. Like, come on, y'all. Like, we not here for that. Like, she was just like, ooh, like, damn.
And then
Jocelyn?
not even just that. She was like, well, I can't control like grown people and da da da.
And it was like,
And
oh yeah,
then,
I apologize. I don't kiss ass. Like what she had said when they was in the little foyer. I
yeah.
was like,
But
I
then
ain't feeling
even
her.
Eugene was like, who is this ghetto ass chick that's just running up on me talking about X, Y, and Z? And that's when she was like, okay. Now we have to, but it's like, okay, why did he have to say something?
But when
for you?
Toya said it and you was right there,
And you were right
you could
there.
have addressed it while it happened. Like, yeah, I'm not really feeling her. Like, I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know. She's giving me like she's trying to be a permanent member on the
So
show.
let me cause some mess and some
Yeah.
drama and give me a storyline.
And that's forced, and I'm over it.
Right. Like,
So
I was not here for that
even
shit.
though Contessa can go, so
You over her ass too.
I've never liked her,
Yeah.
and I don't like this whole the way she talks to the way I'm not feeling her. I don't like the way that she talks to her kids, even though they are kids. But it's like you can talk to your kids like regularly, but
Like she babies, like how she talks
it's
to
like,
them.
oh, are you sad because mommy is gone?
Yeah.
Really? Oh,
And they not, all of
Diane.
them are not that young.
That her daughter is my daughter, like a year younger than my daughter. So
Like,
either
dog.
I'm talking to my daughter crazy, or she is talking to her daughter like
She
fucking Little
probably
Saint's
being
age.
fucking extra because she on TV, so I want to seem like, oh, I'm super sensitive and like, what are your feelings? Like, let's have a picnic and talk about it and woo doo.
And there's
Like,
times for that. You
right.
definitely have those moments with your kids, but it seems like every scene it's like, and it's like, girl, if you feel bad about being there, then fucking come home. But I don't. If that's gonna be what her storyline is this season, you can fucking keep it. I'm
Look,
good.
I want to change professions, so I'm gonna go away for 2 years, and then you're
Like,
mad because like my kids are like, I want you to be home. Like, you literally at one point went from working and then was like a full-time full-time mom, and then went from that to not like working a little bit in the office and then like gone forever. Like, nigga, yes, because you're the mom and the kids have already been attached to you because you were at home for a good period of time, and then you're annoyed because they're like, the youngest one was like, yeah, don't be mad, but sometimes I forget about you. I said, ooh, sis.
I
That's
mean,
rough. But I mean, she's telling her truth. So, I mean, you got to take it into stride. And then she should know, just like, was it Mariah? They was like, men don't never do nothing the way. Like, you think, like, you're like, well, he doesn't clean like this or he doesn't do X, Y, and Z. Like, men don't do, no, was it Heavenly?
probably Heavenly.
It was like, they don't do that. Nigga, they don't never do that shit right. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you expecting him to
We
run?
know this.
Well, I know firsthand. They're not going to do this shit the way that moms do it. They're not. Like, it's not built. They're not built like that. They're not built to do it. So you're expecting something that's not going to be that way.
Now, I do feel some kind of way that it seems like her husband isn't supportive, because if the shoe was on the other foot,
he would expect her to be like, look, this is for my profession, so like, let me do this, let you. And then in the beginning he agreed to it, so it's like, you agree for this and be like, it's going to be a sacrifice and what it's going to entail. So now that it's difficult and it's not what you thought it was, now like, you got a fucking attitude and you not with the shits. Like, if we had a grown married conversation and this was the arrangement, like, now you on TV huffing and puffing, slamming doors and shit. I'm about to go study because you need some time. Like, my G. Like, if it was your career, I'm sure as a wife you would expect her to be supportive. Like,
exactly. So I just don't want it to be the storyline because I don't really care. Right. So I hope y'all edit a lot of that shit out. Thanks.
What else? I know you stopped watching Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah,
I'm not even gonna ask you. For my Big Brother fans, it's a whole lot of tea for that last season going on. Me and Coffee, we actually made it through the whole season because it was some weak seasons of Big Brother. I know Shay doesn't watch that, but one of my favorite shows, and it was some weak seasons, so I was not making it through the end of the season. Actually made it through this season, but I need to do some research because apparently there was some like racial shit going on this season, like where it was like some discrimination with the cast members. But you know, with Big Brother, like there's filming all the time, like 24 hours, but obviously they're not showing it on the episodes because it would take forever. But they have certain subscriptions, like the people that are obsessed with the show, they can get subscriptions where they can watch the footage, like, you know, when it's not aired. And apparently it was some shit on that footage that some of the white contestants or participants were treating the minorities and voting them out and not really putting them into certain stuff that they had, like that quote unquote alpha white people. Like it was just like a lot of discrimination from what they were saying that I didn't know about. Coffee had got me hip because I was like, because the dude that I kind of wanted to win ended up winning. But then when they had made a comment about some shit, he was looking real mad. I was like, what are they talking about? And Coffee was like, look, you gotta look, because apparently it was a whole bunch of shit going on and they're like trying to lightly suggest that like they was racist and shit. But you know, they're not gonna play it out too much on CBS and shit. They try to keep it real cute and PG. But yeah, that's the tea on that. But I know you don't watch Big Brother. Maybe some of our listeners do, but that's my shit. And I was just like so taken aback. Like, wait a minute. Like, granted, like there has literally never been a black winner of Big Brother. Like, Tamar won Celebrity Big Brother, but regular Big Brother, there has never been a black person that won. And they don't really put a whole bunch of black contestants on there. Like you'll get like one black girl and one black dude. And like I was telling Coffee, I'm like, I feel like they need to make the cast more diverse, but at the same time, as a black person, you can't come in here and if it's a social game, you cussing niggas out and being like, fuck that shit, bitch. Like
Me.
Nigga, I'm a G. And then you mad because you voted out and your social game is some trash. Like, you got to kind of have a balance. Not saying you got to kiss their ass, but you got to kind of play the game if you want to win the money. But I'm trying to look into this tea. Listeners, if any of y'all are privy to the Big Brother tea, please hit Dice up because I want to know what's going on and where I can find the receipts. But so I know you stopped growing up hip hop New York.
Oh yeah, I never.
So I tried to keep with it, but it is getting fucking lame. Like, I can't deal with some of them. Some of them, like, I kind of do want to keep up with them and see what's going on. But the other ones, like, they outweigh it. Little Mama, I'm over you. I'm over your wigs and your outfits at a minimum. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to make it through this whole season because after that last episode, I'm kind of fucking over it.
Be blessed.
Be fucking blessed. Black Ink Compton.
Oh, I'm behind.
Okay, so
and Black Ink Crew.
I'm actually caught up on that, but all right. Tea.
I don't have any tea, girl, because I have been out of the loop this week.
Well, I got some tea.
Oh, okay.
I'll just be rapping. So apparently Papa Knows, aka Beyonce's daddy, is going to be on an interview this week on Good Morning America.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what they're alluding to, but apparently he went through some quote unquote diagnosis that he's going to talk about that scared him. I don't know if it's cancer. I don't know what it is.
He has breast cancer.
Oh, really?
That I actually just saw.
Got it. Because I think it comes on tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, guys, from when we're recording that, when this episode airs. So it'll already be out by the time our episode airs. But yeah, when they were saying his diagnosis and stuff like that, I'm like, does he have cancer? Like, usually when people say diagnosis, it's something super serious. And then he got a whole ass interview on how was dealing with that and shit. So, you know, that nigga don't give too many fucking interviews, and I'm sure B had to sign off on that shit.
Yeah.
Especially since they was using her pictures and shit in the commercial.
Of course.
What else? Oh, so Too Short, the rapper, who is 53, this nigga just had his first fucking child at 53.
His first live child.
So he's had other children and they died?
No. Smortions. Listen.
Good night. All right. Good night and God bless. So every other girl that he did got pregnant, he made them get abortions?
What's my favorite word?
Okay, all right. So next joint, look, I was just like, how this nigga go 53 years with no kids?
Exactly.
Like he seemed like he was a whole ass hoe back in the day. So how you don't have no kids?
I mean,
so he was able to like, all right, because I'm about to sound insensitive. All right, so next, so
I just don't believe it, Jesus.
Look,
that's all I'm saying.
So Stacey Daah apparently was putting a pulse on her husband.
Yeah, I saw that video.
Dog video was funny as shit. I know, you got a lot of tea. She got locked the fuck up. The video was fucking hilarious where she was confused, like, well, what is going on? Says you probably two-piece this nigga and he reported your ass. And her mugshot, she definitely looked crazy as fuck. But Stacey's been crazy for a grip. So
that's what I was just about to say. Like, we knew that she was crazy.
Dog. They say she ain't been right since she left on the Kanye video when it all goes down when the fucking she got on the plane. She ain't been right. She a Republican, like all that shit. Like she ain't been right since.
Why the police officer, when he was walking her to the car, he was like, "So what do you do?" So she was like, "I'm an actress," and he's like, "So what do you act in?" She was like,
"Know what the fuck who she was."
He's like, "Movies and shows," and he was like, "No, I mean, what have you been in?" And she was like, "I was in a movie called Clueless." I want to be like, somebody is fucking with me right now because
dog, how do you not
know who she is?
And she don't age,
so
it ain't like she look. I'm about to say this bitch ages impeccably, so it's not like she fucking looks old as shit. Like she still looks good. Like you're wilding. Like
maybe he didn't want to seem like a stan because he was, shit. Trying to do his job.
He probably like, I got this motherfucking cam on.
Yeah.
So let me just act like. So who are you? Like,
yeah,
bitch, you knew. You knew. Like, niggas know who the fuck Stacey Daah is. Like white and black.
Unless he's a really, really young cop, because
Clueless was an older movie. Though.
I'm saying if he's like 20,
he might not know what the fuck Clueless is. That is true.
Which is wild as fuck.
It makes me feel old as shit. So if you have been following the fucking news, there was a little girl in Virginia.
Oh,
you don't want to talk about it?
Go ahead.
So, everyone has been in a fucking uproar about this shit because it was told that this little girl who was being bullied by some white kids in her school, and that they apparently held her down and cut her dreads. So it was like this whole crazy thing because people are pissed with like the school system. Like, why the fuck are you not doing anything? This little girl is obviously being bullied. And I think she's 12. So she's being bullied, and then they cut her fucking hair. The parents are out here like outraged, mad as shit. And then it comes out either yesterday or today that apparently the story that the little girl told is not the truth, and that these kids did not hold her down to bully her. So now the parents have to fucking go in public and issue an apology, which I know they wanted to beat their kid ass. Like, you got us out here looking stupid.
They would have. They should have.
Look, that part. But there are a lot of conspiracy theorists out here, as there always are to every fucking thing, where they're saying this was a private school that the little girl went to, apparently. I don't know all the details. But they're wondering if these white, quote-unquote, bullies maybe came from, like, a affluent background. Mm-hmm. And maybe the parents kind of went to her parents, was like, look, we trying to settle this shit out of court. Like, what if we slide you some money and you just had your daughter say, like, the shit wasn't true? We don't want to fuck up my kid's reputation, blah, blah. So people are saying, like, maybe they got paid the fuck off and it's like, just say this shit ain't true. Which ain't far-fetched. I'm not saying it happened, but I don't put it past nobody.
But that's trash if that's the case. Like,
that they even accepted it to do it.
Yeah, everything is not, you can't either put a price on everything.
Either way,
now y'all look crazy. Facts. So I hope that that's not true.
Yeah.
I would rather her just be lying than for them to have sold out like that, because they look crazy. Their daughter looks crazy. The whole thing looks crazy.
It looks a hot fucking mess.
But the reason why they want to talk about it is because Black people were literally on the internet like
going the fuck off.
This makes us look bad. How?
Dog, was it you?
How does it make us look bad?
Like, no,
I don't understand.
Stop generalizing. Like, just like you want other people to stop generalizing us, you stop generalizing us. Like, no, it doesn't make us look bad. There's
so many so many stories of white people lying about shit, and I never hear white people say this makes us look bad. They just be like, "Oh, that was a bad apple in the bunch," and then they move on with life. Like, relax, people. Everything that one Black person does doesn't make us all look bad.
Fuck no. Like, no. Like, we're not the same. Like, stop. You're feeding into this narrative that we're all the same, and we're fucking not. So apparently when one of the gossip sites on Instagram posted about the girl, someone had posted that Jussie Smollett really is a trendsetter. So, honey, Juicy Smollett
said it.
Juicy Smollett came back, honey, and said, with all due respect, brother, this is word for word. With all due respect, brother, y'all can clown me all you want, but my story has actually never changed, and I haven't lied about a thing. Y'all can continue to be misinformed. Internalized sheep who believe what actually proven liars feed you, or you can read the actual docs. Either way, I'm going to be all right. I know me, and I know what happened. You don't. So carry on. All love. And gave him a little Kanye shrug emoji.
And then Derek Jackson
Juicy Smollett.
No, but listen. But then Derek Jackson responded and he typed juicy, justice for Juicy. Justice for Juicy. And then somebody said, I can hear Dave Chappelle saying that. He said, that's exactly how I typed it. So that Juicy nigga gave no fuck.
Like, he don't give a fuck. Like, I said what I said, Juicy. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, I was weak that he actually responded, because he been laying low as a motherfucker. Right. Like, actually, my story has not changed. That means you just stuck to your lie. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
People do all the time.
Right. Like, you don't get no fucking kudos for that. What else? Oh. So y'all boy, R. Kelly.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Did this much happen this past week?
Apparently.
Good God.
Apparently, this motherfucker is trying to get out of jail, which he has been since like July-ish, because he is having health issues. Apparently, the jail is not catering to him and giving him proper treatment because he has been having anxiety. He also has untreated hernia, as well as numbness in his hands. And his attorneys are pissed because he is not getting the fucking treatment that he needs. Guess what, nigga? Welcome to jail. This is not a fucking country club.
That sounds like jail.
You're going to have to fucking deal. Welcome to what the fuck black men deal with in prison all the fucking time. Deal. Like, I don't give no fucks, Kales. Like, your numb hands and your fucking hernia is probably from getting raped in jail. I don't know. But nigga, fucking deal with it.
Ooh.
Get the fuck over
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Air quotes. That's all the tea I got, nigga. Good, better release. On
got
that
a little
note.
Spicy. Who's starting?
It don't matter.
So my bad is not a bad, it's more of an observation.
Okay.
I'm really annoying when I'm drunk, and I just want to apologize because I am really annoying. Like, I wouldn't want to hang out with me if I was like not me and I had to deal with me being drunk. I'm annoying as fuck.
But I never seen you like this Sunday. How you were, like, in a drunken state.
I'm gonna work on it.
This was a first for me, so I wouldn't say that you always like that when you're drunk, because I was like, "Ooh, you on it? You on 10 today?" I haven't seen you like that.
Yeah, I was annoying as fuck. I don't know what the hell is going on, but I'll work on it. And I mean, I'm good. I don't really have like a good or a whatever. I'm just here, child. I made it.
Look, I made it. I think my good, bad release all rolls into one. The good is that I kind of mentioned it in the beginning. I started back on my diet, my keto diet today, and I'm feeling really motivated. I did my little grocery shopping. I'm in this bitch trying to get it together. And hopefully I can get back on track like I was, because I was actually doing really good at one point on my keto and I was losing weight and stuff. So hopefully I can get back on that track. The bad is that I will be at a wedding this weekend and will probably fuck up all the progress that I'm making this week, in my motivation, because I'm sure there will be several alcohols that I will partaketh in this weekend, as well as fucking food, because I'm gonna be in North Carolina. And if you fucking think that I'm gonna be in North Carolina and I get no sexy food, you got another fucking thing coming. So that is a bad, and I just want to release the weight in advance that I will probably gain back this week. So that is that. And then I'm gonna be in North Carolina later on this month again. So that's twice in 1 month. Then I'm gonna be in North Carolina. So I just need to start keto in November. Oh damn, it's Thanksgiving. All right.
Say.
Thanks for tuning in.
And it's Christmas.
And then it's New Year's.
And New Year's.
And then it's spring. God damn it. I'm gonna be fat. I can't never get it together in the winter. It's just like that. Anyway, guys, we thank you guys for tuning in. As always, we ask you guys to go ahead and go to our Instagram and our Twitter and follow us. Go ahead and go to the little sites and make sure you subscribe, follow, like, give us a little ratings, all that cute little shit that they have where we are streaming. On our Instagram, we got a link tree that has links to everywhere we are streaming. So it doesn't matter the platform, as well as our website that has embedded episodes, so you can listen to that as well. And we thank you guys for tuning in, as always. And tell a friend, and tell a friend, and tell a friend. And we will talk to you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.